into communities and communities into healthcare since 1978. And by Fired Up Pizza. Fired Up Pizza, located at 206 East Main Avenue in downtown Chewelah, offers craft beverages and brick oven fired pizza, including a variety of sandwiches, salads, pasta, and homemade soups. Featuring weekly events such as bingo, karaoke, and live music. Fired Up Pizza also has space for your private event and offers both in-house and off-site catering services. Open daily at 11:30 a.m. for lunch and dinner. For more information, visit their Facebook page or contact Fired Up Pizza at 509-936-9121. Fired Up Pizza is a proud supporter of public radio in Stevens County.
Your KCHW morning show made possible by a donation from God-Fearing Brothers Auto Center. God-Fearing Brothers specializes in auto services, including repair, maintenance, and detailing. They also stock a full selection of tires, make glass repairs, offer towing, and have an auto sales lot on the corner of Highway 395 and Main Street at the light. For more information, you can visit the Auto Service Center at 806 East Main in Chewelah. Find them online at godfearingbrothers.com or by phone at 509-935-6414. KCHW-FM thanks God-Fearing Brothers for supporting public radio in Stevens County.
And by Chewelah Flooring.
Chewelah Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chewelah Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Dell Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at CheWelahFlooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at CheWelahFlooring@gmail.com.
This is KCHW 102.7.
Good morning. It is Friday, January 10th. This is your KCHW Morning Show. I'm Chuck Ritchie here with Craig McQuain.
Good morning.
Our one and only co-host this morning. Good morning, Craig.
I'm here. I'm healthy.
Yeah. Miss Paula, she's not feeling too well still. So she was out working hard for, 8 days in a row out there on that. Well, more than that because she had to do all the setup and everything. And on that Christmas tree labyrinth. She did a phenomenal job on that.
I made sure to make a stop in there and check it out. I actually assisted her a little bit.
Yeah, you did. I heard.
Yeah.
I heard, yeah. Yeah, no, hopefully next year she got some great attention. She got an article. She got a write-up in the Spokesman about it and, some stuff in the local paper. And hopefully we'll, get some more help next year for her.
Yeah,
that'd be
absolutely.
Pretty great. But did you have a great holiday? This is your first time back in what feels like months, but
it's been a month.
No. Right.
2 weeks.
It's been 84 years. No, so welcome back into the studio. Trying to get back into the swing of things
Yeah, I've been busy.
Oh yeah, you have.
Yeah, playing lots of music, so
I
excited about that.
I see you in one band here and one band there and the Brats and Old Souls and Scary World. You guys are all over the place.
Two Stones, One Bird. Yeah.
Two Stones. Yeah.
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 Playing around. Yeah, like today, Scary World's heading up to the ski resort. We're going to play in the bar there. So,
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. And then Nathan Chartrey is going to come up and play a set too, which is awesome.
Awesome. Which is great that you mentioned that.
Yeah.
Because we have a special guest today. It's Nathan Chartrey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured while he's in the area, you might as well get a few minutes of stage time. So.
I'm excited about that, and I haven't actually met him before. I've heard the name, and I've seen actually a couple of his videos on Facebook that people are sharing. Really great talent. Mm-hmm. And I told Scott about it yesterday, and he's like, "Oh no, I love that guy. That's amazing."
Yeah.
So I guess Nathan did play here at one point. He was either a guest on the radio or he played here in the theater at some point before COVID.
Yeah, we'll have to ask him about that. Maybe get the details.
Yeah. Or he might have just been interviewed. I'm not really sure.
Well, and he was at the Home for the Holidays event over at the PACA building or Chewelah Center of the Arts.
Yeah,
and he did a couple songs there.
I was outside there in the tree labyrinth the whole time helping Paula out, but I did manage to sneak in during your performance.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it was pretty good. And then I caught the oh gosh, was that Jared and Andrea's daughter? No, it was the Stevens. Yeah.
Is it Allison?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah, I caught her performance right there at the end too. That was pretty. She was great.
Yes.
That was pretty fun. All right. So with that said, let's go ahead and move on. Speaking of up at the mountain, we've got our 49 degrees north mountain resort weather and mountain condition report. That is a mouthful to say.
Yeah.
I've been doing that for a couple of months now, and the 49 degrees north mountain resort weather and ski condition report. I'm supposed to say mountain condition report because it's more than skiers. It's also borders.
Yeah, it's a mountain resort now, not just a ski resort.
Yeah, so 49 degrees
trying to make it welcome to snowboarders too.
Yeah, but it's mountain conditions, not ski conditions, because it's everybody's conditions.
Just find out what the climate is up there.
Right? All right, so today we've got a high of 35 degrees through the day with mostly cloudy skies and some snow showers possible this morning. Haven't seen any of that yet. Did you? You got in here a little later than I did today. Was there any snow?
Not yet. No, but actually looking up at the mountain, it looked pretty nice. I was actually up there on the mountain yesterday, and the conditions were pretty good other than visibility, but it looks like today it might clear up.
Nice.
So
with that said, we've got a 27-degree low tonight. Then tomorrow, 38 for a high, 25 overnight, partly cloudy skies. Looks like we don't have any snow in the forecast for quite a while. So moving on to Sunday, 34 and 23, partly cloudy skies. Starting to get a little chilly at night, too, and looking throughout the month, getting colder and colder throughout those nights. Monday, 32 and 25, with mostly cloudy skies. Then on Tuesday, 37 for our high. It's getting a little warmer during the day, a little colder at night. So 24 overnight on Tuesday. Wednesday of next week, 37 for our high, 24 degrees overnight with partly cloudy skies. 34 and 21 next Thursday with partly cloudy skies. And it looks like pretty much through the end of the month, partly cloudy skies. We got some nights in the teens, though.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Get ready for that.
Looks like moving on to about the end of next week, we're looking at close to single-digit temperatures overnight.
So winter's actually coming.
Winter is coming, yeah.
Yeah, it's been pretty cold, but nothing like we're used to.
You know, if it's gonna be like this, one of the big things is if it's frozen out, my dogs won't track in mud from the yard.
Ah.
So when it's like this, low 30s, then it's cold and kind of miserable, and then they come in covered in mud every single time. So
right, and so it becomes a huge mess.
Yeah, not too bad. I took some precautions to keep the mud down in the back, but when it never dries out or never freezes or anything, it's kind of a mess.
It's like you guys are staying in the mud room for a little while.
Yeah. I'm just gonna leave you in the laundry room until you dry out. So, moving on up to the higher elevations, up to the mountain at the base, we have a current temperature of 24 degrees, 0 to 8 mile an hour winds, fair visibility currently with a little bit of light snow falling, mostly clear skies. We have 1 inch of new snow in the last 72 hours, nothing measurable overnight yet. 34 inches of total snow depth up there, 22 degrees up at the summit with up to 17 mile an hour winds, so a little windier up there maybe. But good visibility, light snow, clear skies. No snow again in the last 48 hours, but 120 inches of total snow depth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it is really getting up there. I was talking with Sarah up there the other day, and they're just giddy about the amount of snow they're getting up there.
Oh,
It's been a banner year, especially after last year.
Mm-hmm.
So good stuff there. 90 trails are currently open. 41 of those are groomed. Let's see. The surface conditions are listed as groomed with skier-packed powder. If you want to know more information about those mountain conditions or events happening, such as Scary World playing there today up at the mountain resort, you can visit ski49n.com. And 49 Degrees North Mountain Resort is open 7 days a week now for the season. So,
oh, they are? Okay,
yeah.
I was curious about that.
Yeah, they it was before the holidays. I think they started their 7 day a week schedule. So,
yeah, I wasn't sure if they were going to continue doing that through the holidays or not.
Yeah,
I mean after the holidays.
I hope so. As far as I know, maybe they're not. Maybe I should check again before I say that. I thought it was for the rest of the season.
Well, that's what they did last year, but I think it was because they had minimal snow, so they were trying to give more opportunity for the pass holders to get up there.
Would you call me Sorry.
Did I stutter? No. Did I say that?
You did. You
You
did.
might have to bleep that out.
So you probably don't have our school menus up on that computer, do you?
I don't. I don't know where I would
That's
find
okay.
them.
I've got them up here. So today for breakfast for the kids, we have an omelet and a hash brown with some fruit or juice or a variety of cereal with a cheese stick or yogurt. With it's kind of hard to read this one this month. Fruit or juice underneath there. Then or the option number 3 is a bread or muffin again with a cheese stick or yogurt with fruit or juice. So I don't know, a piece of bread with a cheese stick thrown in it and heat it up. That sounds pretty good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see. And then moving on for lunch today, we have popcorn chicken with chips and fruits and veggies. There you go. Kind of sounds like my, late in the night, haven't made anything for dinner. Okay, kids, open up the air fryer. We're throwing that popcorn chicken in.
Oh, yeah.
It's good stuff. All right. So,
I cook.
right? So we have Nathan Chartrey coming in a little bit after the break. So why don't you go ahead and take us into the spotlight?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that.
If you're ready, sir.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Northern Lights Spotlight is a group that Chuck and I created on Facebook that is a KCHW. It's got the KCHW banner on the picture, so if you're looking for it, that's an easy way to find it. But basically, it's a place, we put a post up every week that people can put their events on it. So if it's something that we might not get through our community calendar, or maybe it's a little further away, we can still broadcast it here on the radio on the Friday morning show. So let me pull up what we have this week. Just trying to negotiate my computers. I usually have Paula here running the other computer, but we definitely miss her.
Yeah, we do. She's usually in the driver's seat for the computer.
Yeah, and she's fast at typing too, so it's always good. Yeah, and so let's see here. That is not it. I usually have this already. I'm sorry, I wasn't.
I kind of threw it on you there a little bit.
We're good.
No worries there. No worries. So while he's getting that going, let's go ahead and go through our Chewelah Valley Lions Club calendar. Local birthdays. I almost forgot to get that anyway. So today, for birthdays on our Chewelah Valley Lions Club calendar, we have Cassie Howder and Honora Roy, all with birthdays today. So happy birthday, you two. And we just got our new, the new Chewelah Valley Lions Club calendars are now out for the year. They are blue this year. So very nice. I have a whole stack of them this year. It's good stuff. So you almost there yet?
I am. I just got a message from Nathan. He said he's running just a little late, so it says about 8:20, which should still just work out fine.
No.
I just can't really respond to him very easily. Maybe he's listening to the radio. That'd be a good.
You're good, Nathan. We got it.
We got it. We'll make it work. Well, and I noticed that one of our friends here, Brad Keeler, he's been posting stuff on our Northern Lights Spotlight. So if you go on there, you can catch one of his posts and see him perform. He's actually came up and played at my parents' coffee house back when that was open.
Yeah.
So it's good to see him still playing music and having a good time doing it.
I see him all over social media, but I'm not sure if I've ever actually met him. I'm sure I have, but I think I
He plays kind of like old-timey type music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dobros and different stringed instruments, I believe. So.
And has he been at the market before?
I'm not sure. No, I think he's mainly out of Spokane, but up at the Curlew Saloon on January 11th, we've got Johnny Rosado at 7 p.m. That's a neat one that got put on there.
I was trying to make a Rice joke about his last name, but I'm not going to joke about his last name. That's not nice. Not as nice as Rice. All right.
And our friends Nate Ostrander and Ron Green are teaming up to play a gig at the Steam Plant. And it looks like it's on that was last night. They're tricking me. But still, hey, that's cool to see those guys are collaborating and playing together.
I saw that. And have you seen sort of the but sort of the Ron Green. He's just been all over the place lately.
Yeah, I think I saw that he was talking about starting a podcast, talking to local guitar players and about tone, about like what they use for their rig and stuff.
And they've got him on the STCU commercials. Oh my goodness! You know, this whole time I realized I haven't had my microphone on.
Just yours?
Just mine. So I apologize.
They probably could hear you.
I have been quiet this whole time. I've probably just been a mousy voice in the background.
Yeah.
Through everything, and man, I was talking a lot.
Well,
sorry about that, everybody.
Well, that kind of stuff happens.
Yeah. Oh man, that makes for good radio.
You're getting back in the swing of things.
Oh, it's been, there's been a lot of just kind of getting my brain warmed back up and getting back into things. I didn't take the whole holidays off, but I did sort of go on light duty mode and just kept things running and spent some time with the family and did the whole thing. But yeah, the brain drain of getting back into things full swing after the holidays it's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So again, apologize everyone for listening. I'm surprised I don't have any notes or comments here. Turn up your radio. Turn up your microphone.
Yeah, that's funny. So the first Thursday Art Walk went off last night, and that was, it looked like we had a decent amount of people walking around downtown, and the restaurants were full, and
oh, good.
It was good to see. And then we played music over at Fired Up Pizza that we normally do on the Art Walk nights. So I actually brought down Will Lee and Rob Lee as my special guests.
Oh,
so
nice.
we basically had like a mini version of Old Souls and Antiques.
That's awesome.
My brother wasn't able to make it, but I tried.
I know I was driving home and there were a lot of people out last night. The brewery was packed.
Ah, yeah.
And
it looked like the Legion was packed too. There's a bunch of cars there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So yeah, I was hoping to make it out last night, but we had reporting deadlines and grant deadlines and
Well, and then the Oasis, I mean, there was a good crowd there when I showed up just to kind of check on things and
Nice.
all the way to the end of the night.
Nice.
It seemed like a good lively bunch of singers.
Very, very cool.
So we've got Winterfest happening up in Republic this weekend.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's something new. They're going to have outhouse races, Sasquatch calling, tug of war, light parade. Let's see what else we got there. A kids zone for the little ones. And so that's happening up at in Republic, and it's put on by the Republic Chamber of Commerce.
For being a little place out in the middle of nowhere, Republic is a happening little place.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of really great restaurants there, really great coffee shop there that I like going to. Yeah, it's a fun place. Every time someone's like, "Well, we're all the way out in Republic." I don't know if I'll drive there. I'll be there. I'll be right there.
Well, and it's remote, but it was more so remote before they put in the pass to get in there, because you'd have to come down through Canada to get there.
Yeah.
Or at least in, the old days. So
I was going up there once this summer, and my leg had a cramp right up at the top of the pass, so I had to, I stopped at one of the pullouts and, was stretching my leg out, and someone drove by waving and honking their horn at me, and I'm like, "Oh, hey guys, hey," it was somebody I knew, and we got where we were going and met up with them, and they're like, "Didn't you see me honking and waving at you? You were just standing there." And I'm like, yeah, I said hi. Didn't you see me waving back at you? He's like, "Dude, there was a bear right behind you." So apparently when he honked, it was just a black bear, but it was, and it wasn't being aggressive or anything. It was just kind of meandering along. But him honking the horn and me yelling at him made the bear run off, I guess. But
oh, man.
I was completely oblivious. Had absolutely no idea.
Oh, Chuck.
I don't, from the description of what he was saying, it seemed like it surprised the bear just as much, because I don't think the bear knew we were there.
Yeah, he was probably just waking up out of hibernation like,
yeah,
it's spring. Chuck.
When was? Yeah, it was last summer. I think.
Oh, it was summer. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I heard spring, but
this is when we were filming up there. I think it was a little chilly though. I think it might have been late spring. So yeah.
And I'll go ahead and mention again that Scary World, my band that I'm playing with, John Pitcher and Dylan Ashbaugh now. We're playing up at 49 Degrees North starting at 11 a.m. And then I, of course, asked Nathan Chartrey to come and play a set if he was available, and he said he would do that. So I'm excited about that.
Very, very cool.
My dad even messaged me this morning and said he was going to be going up for some runs and was going to come check out the show.
Oh, nice. Rocking the Ashbaugh.
Yeah, rocking the Ashbaugh. I like that.
I love it.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what else we got here. I'm kind of bouncing around, so I'm
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to do it in like a timely way. Our friend Darren Hindlebrand, I went ahead and found his list of shows to put it up here just so we had a little more padding. And so tonight he is at the Chinook Steakhouse from 6 to 9:30. And then tomorrow night, same place, Chinook Steakhouse from 6 to 9:30. Journey Foursquare on Sunday at 10 a.m. That's a worship. South Hill Grill on January 12th from 5:30 to 8:30, and the QQ Sushi and Kitchen Thursday, January 16th from 5:30 to 8:30.
Very cool. And you know, so you mentioned, I hear you mention Nate Ostrander, Scary World, Darren Hildebrand. All of those people are going to be performing here at Winterfest. So we'll get into that a little bit. But first, I don't want to interrupt you. I don't want to mess up the timeline here.
No, I'm about to that. I think I was just going to mention that my band Scary World's playing on the 18th out at a place called Tricks, which is on Highway 2. We're going to be playing with Jacob Van Noe.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And he's actually bringing his whole band out, so it won't be an acoustic set. We're actually going
He's
to
gonna-
fire up the amps and have it on a big stage.
And melt some faces.
You know, we do
Yeah.
what we can.
Yeah. Outstanding.
Some people don't like snow as much as others, so we like to melt it.
To heat
Okay.
things up a little bit.
Heat it up a little
love
bit.
it.
Oh, and then on the fourth Friday, Old Souls and Antiques is playing up at the Crossroads Event Center in Colville,
Okay.
which is put on by Colville Together and sponsored by the Vision Fund. And that's January 24th at the Colville Event Center, or Crossroads Event Center in Colville, which is, trying to see the address here. I think it's 145 South Main in Colville, which is right next to the Chinese restaurant, if you know where that is.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Craig, can you get a little more, pull that mic a little closer to you? There you go.
I keep on
Yeah, it's all right.
sliding this way to look around
You
it.
got to get around it to see what you're doing.
Looks like Jacob has another, on the 17th, he's playing an acoustic set at Zola at 5:30. So
Very cool.
that's interesting. Zola's a cool venue if you've ever had a chance to go check that out. If not, you should.
Where is that?
It's downtown Spokane, just off of Brown. It's in between Brown and Division as you come down into downtown. I don't know what that's. What is it? It's not Riverside. It's not First.
Is it one of those? There's like a little strip of like college bars where you see all the college kids.
It's pretty
hanging
close
out
to
on the
that.
weekend?
It's just
Yeah.
around the corner of
Okay.
like Fast Eddie's and Bracho and
Yeah, yeah.
those ones. Yeah.
What,
And-
is Baracho the one where they have the sugar skulls painted all over the side of it?
Yeah.
I
It's
love
like
that place.
yeah.
I've never been there, but I love driving by it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely college bars right there. But then around the corner is Zola, and it's all reclaimed material. So they have like old carnival rides for booths. And,
Wow.
yeah, I think you'd really dig it.
Wow, I'm gonna have to check that out. Zola. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And Jada has an album release coming up on February 22nd at, it looks like it's at the Knit. Yeah, at the Knitting Factory. So $25 in advance and $30 the day of. And it says Jada and Friends, her album release with Mando the DJ, Kung Fu Vinyl, which I believe Justin Priest is in that band.
Oh, is he?
I think so, because it's Lucas Brown. Maybe it's Lucas Brown's band, but I thought that he had collaborated with them.
Okay.
So maybe he did some recording with them. But DJ Naomi, Exact Change, and Mantis, Citywide Cypher. Oh, interesting. So there's quite a few hip hop groups that are playing in that.
Nice.
So if you're into that kind of vibe, you should go check out Jada's CD release party, who is a local phenomenon.
Yeah. You sent me some stuff about her, and then I went on a rabbit hole about her, and I was googling her and finding her, find videos of her and watching her perform and stuff on Facebook. And now my Facebook is like, I got in a Jada algorithm, and I don't even have her as a friend or anything, but I have anytime anybody posts anything about Jada, or there's a lot of, she's really busy right now. There's a lot of venues posting about her, and I think I saw. Didn't she have an interview once, fairly recently, with a TV station or something? Or she had a show?
I'm not sure about that.
I think she had one of those, like a show at was it the public TV station in Spokane?
Very well could have been.
Yeah.
I'll have to look into that.
I know I watched some clips of her doing a live show that was well done and, had high. I think about here and I'm like, yeah, man, their cameras are really nice.
Well, one thing I noticed that she on Monday night at the Red Room, they do it's like an open mic, but she kind of twisted it a little bit and made it into an open fashion show.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, so they were doing like a catwalk and music and, it was something I was like, I wish I would have known about that ahead of time. I would have went and checked that out. That sounds like a lot of fun.
That does sound like a lot of fun. Wow. And after New Year's, I now have officially emceed 2 fashion shows.
See?
I had no idea what I'm doing.
Got to keep these ideas flowing.
Right? That's awesome.
And as far as anything else on here, I think I got the bulk of it. We did our acoustic jam on Wednesday night, which turned out really well as usual, and then we'll have another one on the 4th Wednesday. So.
I feel bad. I have people messaging me every time like, aren't you ever going to come out to these? And because I just never make it out after I get off work here. I usually,
You're just exhausted.
Yeah, and it's usually time to go feed the dogs and, I don't know, like spend time with my kids or something,
Yeah.
One of these days, I'll get out and start hitting some of the stuff.
Well, and if you're listening to the Northern Lights Spotlight and you'd like to contribute your event, go on to Facebook, find the Northern Lights Spotlight, add the group, and go ahead and look for our weekly post that you can put a comment on. The comment will then, I will read it as best I can on the air on that week. So yeah, it seems to be doing pretty good. We've got almost 180 members. Mm-hmm. And I haven't really went out and invited all my friends or anything. These are just people that are actively searching it out and adding it. So that's good.
Yeah.
And it's also been used as a group for people to maybe look for a last-minute act to fill in a spot or, seek out some other information on local music. So
exactly,
it's kind of cool to see how that's growing.
I know I was for Fall Fest, I was doing some booking and I had a couple last minute cancellations and man, I just went on there and I said, hey, who's available? And I had there's no such thing as too much, but there were a lot of people I had to say, I felt bad. I had to say no to them because I'm like, I only have 2 spots and I had like 12 people respond to me.
Right.
So it's good stuff and it's good to see that there's a lot of really great talent out there that's hungry and wanting to play. So that's exciting. And speaking of playing here, we talked a little bit about Fall Fest or Winterfest coming up. I'm pretty excited. We have a pretty great lineup for that. If you want to get out and about, that is going to be February 8th. Let's see. I'm trying to get to where I can actually read it. Here we go. So we have kicking the show off. We talked about him. Just playing Darren Hildebrand. He's going to be playing at noon. We're going to be kicking things off, and then we're going to have at 1:30, or no, 2 o'clock, we're going to have Infusion, and this is kind of fun. This is a jazz funk fusion band, and this is the Bergmans and Oli, I believe.
And Lynn Minor.
Lynn Minor, yes. I have not heard them play yet, but I've heard nothing but rave reviews about their new sort of lineup. And I know, talking to Dave Sr., this is something he's been passionate about for a long time.
Oh yeah,
and he's just been trying to find the right lineup to play with.
Yeah, Lynn used to play with Dave in Oli for years, so I'm sure they're just starting right off where they left off. So and they're all very great dynamic players in their own right.
Yeah.
And then to bring in Junior at the same time, I mean, how cool is that? To have a family band. So
that is really cool. And
they're such great people.
They really are. Dave Jr., he has such a great, just a great vibe, great energy. So, yeah, good guy. And then, let's see, starting at 4 p.m., we have Rockabilly Space Force, which I'm excited about. We got them to come up and play. Then after that, we're going to actually have the Rail Jam. It's going to be starting immediately after he gets done at 5 p.m. The Rail Jam is going to be on 2nd Street, once again, sort of over there by the Napa parking lot. That's going to be a good one this year. And then we have, who are these guys? Scary World?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be coming in on the spaceship with the Rockabilly Space Force.
Yeah. We got them playing about 5:30. And then we've got our headliner, which I'm excited about. Nate Ostrander is going to be heading onto the stage at 7:30, rounding things off for the night.
Yeah.
very excited. And if people aren't familiar, I know we talk about him a lot, but he's got a new album out. And unfortunately, I can't remember the name of the album off the top of my head, but we will definitely get that out there and talk about it some more.
Mm-hmm.
There's a great, I'll share it. I've been sharing it around to a few people. I can't remember the name of the magazine either. Got a great article, great write-up about him. And when you flip through their online magazine, he's like, he's between Bjork and some other like huge renowned name, like when you flip through their articles about these great musicians.
Mm-hmm.
So he's getting his name put right up there with some of the bigger names. So that's pretty exciting. And his producer for that album is Donnie Emerson,
Right.
from Dreamin' Wild fame. So that's really cool, doing great stuff with him. So excited. Yeah, we've got that. We've got great music on stage. We've got the Rail Jam happening. There's going to be lots of vendors. We're going to have a dog team here to do some. We couldn't get dog rides, but there's going to be doing some demonstrations.
Yeah.
And some talking and stuff about the mushing world, which is kind of fun. I know they're looking for more people to join in and get into dog mushing here around the area.
Well, I have some friends that would be really into that, actually.
Yeah. I have one of my old best friends and one of my old roommates. He runs the Iditarod every year.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go.
And
yeah.
he's come in second twice, I think.
Wow.
He almost won like 3 times, like 3 years in a row. But just little things keep happening, Yeah. One time someone else broke down on the trail and he stopped to help him. As he was packing up his dog, the person he stopped to help zoomed ahead of him and took first place. There was a little bit of a dust up about that one, but all's fair in love and dog mushing, I guess.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And also a big thing that's happening that I think is really neat. On February 8th, the library is having their grand opening ceremony. So we're actually going to have the opening ceremonies for Winterfest are going to be in front of the library.
Oh, that's so great.
We're going to have some local representatives there and do a ribbon cutting ceremony and have a speech with the mayor, and it's going to be a great event, and I'm really excited for them. They've done a lot of work over there.
You made sure to get it on his calendar, the mayor's calendar.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I had my people contact his people.
Okay, good. Yeah.
We've got it.
Just make sure that that's all on.
He knows. Well, I hope he knows because we told him after Summerfest that hey, you're going to be presenting before every festival.
Oh, okay,
Mr. Mayor.
okay,
So,
yeah. So it's in the contract now.
Yeah. We have it signed in blood. So, all right. So what do we got going on here? Let's go ahead and hit some local events while we wait for Nathan to get on his way here to the studio. So it looks like today it just ended the Julia Chamber of Commerce meeting over at the casino. Tonight at 5:30 is the VFW Post 2047 fundraising dinner. I believe this week it's going to be a meatloaf dinner. I saw a bunch of yummy looking sides, and that money is going to help our local vets in the area. 7 p.m. Nothing to Lose Production presents Somewhere in America, and this is a singer series with a America themed.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna pick a place, sing about pick a song about a place, or it's gonna be a fun one. You look like you're about to say something.
Yeah, Will and I are going to do a tune, and I think my mom and dad are going to do a tune
you are?
as well.
Oh, cool! All the fun stuff happens when I'm going to be in Spokane.
Oh,
I know. It's my Friday.
I'll try
Friday
to be real
track.
Animated so I get my picture in the paper again. That's pretty cool.
There you go. Yeah.
Like, who is that guy? Oh, wait, that's me.
Did you get that during the last one, the Home for the Holidays?
Yeah, it wasn't on the cover, but Jack's picture was really good.
Now, like I say, I was there that night during the Home for the Holidays, but I was out in the tree labyrinth most of the night.
Pushing candy canes.
Yeah, pushing. I'm a pusher, And one of the I'm not trying to I hope I don't make you blush or anything, but one of the talks of the night was how Craig saved the night.
Oh,
because
Janet's so sweet.
Apparently there was some last minute cancellation, and you stepped in.
Yeah,
with
she
very
said
little notice.
Well, I won't say who it was, but just a couple of her performers weren't able to make it.
Yeah.
So that's the easiest way to say it instead of being like
So Craig said, "Me on stage? I don't know." Yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I'll do these two songs that I've been working on with Scary World. They actually went over really well.
It did. You sounded great.
Thank you.
Yeah. The whole night was like I was kind of coming in and going. The only time I really stopped were for those last two performances, but yeah, it seemed like everyone had a great time. And every time they do those singer-songwriter series, it's always a good event. So
Yeah.
All right. So for some reason that was so nice, I had to list it twice. Backing up earlier in the day, once again, don't forget Scary World and Nathan Chartrey are going to be at the 49 Degrees North Mountain Resort today at 11
to 3.
11 to 3?
We usually start about 11:30, but still, get up there early so you can get a nice seat.
Yeah. Are you going to play a 4-hour set?
Not exactly. We take some breaks.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're not just going to go nonstop for 4 hours. That seems like a lot.
Yeah, I mean, we could.
I think I just visibly felt you cringe from here.
Yeah, 4 hours straight. Like, I need to eat something. I need to drink some water. But yeah, they're really nice to us up there. I have a really good time, and it seems like every different variation of bands I bring up there, I get a really good response. So I'm excited. This is the first time Scary World's going to be up there. So
cool.
Yeah,
cool. Wish I could go. Maybe my kid will cancel and not want to go to Spokane today. That's not going to happen. After the holidays, the youth group that he goes to has been off for the holidays, so this is their first time back too. All right, so moving on along here, we have Saturday, or nothing on Saturday actually, which talked a little bit about this with Sharon the other day. It's kind of nice and relaxing to have a day on the calendar with nothing on it. Do you guys have anything going on?
Saturday, I don't.
Yeah.
No, I've been shopping around and looking for gigs actually for Saturdays. I do have some coming up, but I think definitely this week I don't have anything. So
it seems like there's a something wrong in the universe if there's nothing on the calendar on a Saturday in Chihuahua. But on Sunday we do have the Fired Up Pizza Blues and Brews Jam hosted by the Dinosaurs. That's going to be 4 to 7 p.m. at Fired Up Pizza. The library, moving on to Monday, is back open again. I'm not sure if they're doing the Brick Builders Club, but it is on the calendar for Monday. So you might want to, if you're interested in that, or if it's something you're waiting for it to come back, might want to go ahead and give them a call first and see if they're back up and I know they're doing some of their, like the story time, they're back up and doing that. But other things, I'm not quite sure if they're fully up to speed yet. And I know like they were doing the tech help with Brandon, or they're doing some stuff with Brandon from TED. And he's no longer with TED, so I don't know if they found a replacement for him yet. But.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He's over at the clinic now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, working for New Health, doing great stuff there. So yeah, then again, that story time is on Tuesday at 10:30 at the library. The sit-in-it session, Darcia, who runs, I don't know how much she wants us talking about her on the air, but was in a really bad accident. So she's been in the hospital. So we really wish her the best for a great recovery. She's okay. She's doing okay, but she's got a couple broken bones and pretty purple all over and having a hard time, getting up and doing stuff. And if you know Darcia, she is the sweetest, most lovely, wonderful woman, and she's just taking it like a champ. Just smiling and laughing through it and. Oh, I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. So,
wow.
Darcia, we are worried about you and we love you. So hopefully you have a great recovery. Yeah, it was a head-on collision on the highway. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was last week when we had some snow and ice on the ground.
Yeah.
When it was pretty mucky out. I think Friday.
Oh wow.
And she, poor thing, but she is recovering and she's got her spirits are good and she seems to think that she'll make a full recovery. So yeah, let's go ahead and get things stopped there. And have you heard back yet from Nathan? Is he?
He said about 8:20.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I mean, we could probably do some announcements here. I could do some of this stuff here. We could talk about birthdays or
let's
So
go through some celebrity.
some celebrity birthdays. Rod Stewart is 80.
Wow.
Former boxer George Foreman is 76. Singer Pat Benatar is 72. Renee Rapp from Mean Girls, The Sex Lives of College Girls is 25.
I like how you pause
just
before you say that.
Barely out of college. No, I'm just kidding.
Right? So Mean Girls, I'm assuming the new Mean Girls.
Yeah, I would assume with that age, yeah. Was
It's-
there an old one? I don't.
Mean Girls?
Yeah.
Yeah, the movie from the 90s.
Oh, from the 90s. Okay, yeah.
It's a classic, man.
Like Pretty in Pink or
Yeah.
any of those ones.
Oh no,
yeah.
it totally is a classic. There's a lot of cultural norms now that got pulled from that movie, but Fetch is still never going to happen. So, all right, so we move along today to It Happened Today. Let's go back and forth on these.
Okay.
Yeah. So, 1911, Major Jimmy Erickson shot the first photograph of that. I didn't read ahead. That went a different direction I thought it was going to go to. Major Jimmy Erickson shot the first photograph from an airplane while flying over San Diego, California in 1911.
Wow. And then in 1949, the Radio Corporation of America, sometimes known as the RCA or as RCA, announced a new 7-inch, 45 rounds per minute phonograph record. Soon, the 45 would change pop music business.
Oh, yeah. The 1984, one of my all-time personal favorites, Cyndi Lauper became the first female recording artist since Bobby Gentry to be nominated for 5 Grammy Awards. It included Album of the Year, Best New Artist, Best Pop Vocal Performance for a Female, Record of the Year, and Song of the Year. So love me some Cyndi Lauper.
In 1999, The Sopranos aired its pilot episode on HBO.
Were you a Sopranos fan?
I wasn't, but God, it's that long ago. Wow.
I see. That seems so weird to me because I swore I remember watching that with my dad, in high school and stuff. But I graduated in 97. I wasn't at home anymore in 99. But I swear I have memories of sitting around the house watching that with my dad. So it seems weird. That time seems weird to me. Now, anyway, in 2002, a barber in, I'm going to pronounce it, Bhopal, India, had set a record by completing 108 hours of continuous hair cutting. Jainarian Bhatti cut the hair of 899 men and 522 women to break the old record by 6 hours. That's okay.
I mean, to set out to do that, it's like, that's amazing. In 2008, a dog was admitted to a veterinary clinic in Austria, barely able to stand on its own 4 paws and reeking like a beer hall after secretly devouring 1.1 pounds of fresh yeast dough, which caused alcohol to form inside his stomach, leaving him with a blood alcohol content of 1.6.
Poor baby.
Oh.
Poor thing.
Don't get any ideas out there.
Man, that sounds like the kind of stuff my dogs would do. Oh, man. Yeah. 2019, in light of the docuseries Surviving R. Kelly, Lady Gaga issued a public apology for working with R. Kelly. Yeah, there was some stuff that went on there with him. Woo-wee. Yep.
2021, the PGA of America pulled the 2022 PGA Championship from Trump National at Bedminster, New Jersey, days after supporters of Donald Trump attacked the U.S. Capitol.
And then 2023, AT&T attacked its customers. No, they didn't. AT&T customers with digital landlines learned they could no longer dial 411 or 0 to reach an operator or get directory assistance. I didn't know that. So 411 isn't a thing anymore with AT&T? AT&T ended operator services for wireless callers, although customers with home landlines could still access operators and directory help. That seems weird, though.
That's probably how they keep their costs down.
Oh, yeah. So you can't dial 0 or 411 anymore?
I guess not.
What was the time and temp? Wasn't that 411 that you used to call and you get the time and temperature? Remember that, like in high school?
Is that what that was for?
I thought so, because that was information. It was, maybe it wasn't. What was it? There was a time and temp number that you could call, and it would just say the time is blah blah blah, and then give you the current temperature. And that was before we all carried cell phones around with us, and you could just go to a payphone and find out what time it was. Yeah.
Well, you used to be able to call the operator and be like, "Hey, I want to talk to somebody here in this country," and they'd be like, "Oh, that's going to be really expensive, but we can patch you in."
Mm-hmm.
And you could call random people in other countries and stuff.
Huh.
Yeah, this is quite a while ago. I just remember a friend of mine when I was a kid or a friend of mine's mom when I was a kid was like, she was drinking or something, having a good time. She's like, I want to talk to somebody in Russia. And so she,
Just give me someone in Russia.
give me somebody in Russia that can speak English. All right. It's like,
That's hilarious. I remember, did you ever do the, like school gets out, you need to call your parents for a ride, but you don't have a quarter? So it would give you like a second to say something before it went silent.
mm-hmm.
Like, Dad, I'm ready to come home. And then he would ask questions, and we had like where you could click on the receiver. And
Yeah, there was actually a payphone where the Chewelah Creek Inn is. It used to be in this. Where the Zips is, and then there was. I don't even think the drugstore was there yet, but then there was where the optometrist is. Used to be called the Dash Inn. They used to serve ice cream and like burgers and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Way back in the day, but there was like kind of just a void right there. But there was a payphone right in the middle.
Yeah.
And that was one that my brother and I would use. We'd call my mom, and she would know that it was us because there'd be nobody on the line.
Right.
So then she would start asking questions, and then we would like do one beep for yes or two beeps for no. Hey, do you need me to come get you? And we'd be like, beep, beep. And then she would come down to town to get us.
Exactly. That's what we did. Yeah, we had that with our parents. Do you need more time? Beep. Do you want us to come get you now? Beep, beep. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember we didn't beep though. We would click the receiver. And you had to be careful because if you clicked it too long, it would hang up and you had to start over again.
Right.
But you do like a quick little clicks and it would click on the other end. Yeah. Fun way.
Well, and you used to be able to call collect from payphones too.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't do that anymore.
No, I don't think so.
It's collect calling. Surely collect calling still is a thing somewhere, right? I mean, there's still landlines.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see here. Oh, next one's yours, I think. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
2024, the Ferrera Candy Company confirmed that it would discontinue fruit strip gum,
No.
which has tickled taste buds since 1969.
No, I didn't know that.
Interesting use of words there.
Yeah, tickle taste buds.
What? It's the summer of love. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I grew up fruit stripe gum was like a staple growing up. You get that 30 seconds of flavor rush before it tasted like nothing. Yeah. All right, then last one here in 2024, Alabama's Nick Saban, who has won more college football national championships than any coach in the modern era, has announced his retirement. Oh. All right, well, we got a little bit more that we can do here before we go to the break.
Okay.
Give Nathan a little bit more chance to get here.
Well, today is some special days. It's Houseplant Appreciation Day. So go make sure that your plants are well watered and have nutrients.
Nice. Did you get that one on your own? Because that's not even on here.
It isn't on there?
No.
Houseplant Appreciation Day. It says it right below Nick Saban's thing.
Really?
Yeah, Bittersweet Chocolate Day. That would be great for my mom. She loves the.
I scrolled down to Saturday. You are correct, sir. You are correct, sir.
Oh, cut your energy cost day. That would be good.
That's always a good one.
Yeah, especially when it's going to be getting cold here in the next few weeks.
Oh yeah. If you look out in the studio there, we have Reflectix and window clings, and we are getting ready to winterize these windows.
Winterize.
Yeah.
Good idea.
It's going to make it dark in here, but that's okay for doing shows.
Now, I'm not sure about this one. Oysters Rockefeller Day.
Oysters Rockefeller. Are you an oyster fan?
I mean, yeah, I'll eat some oysters. I mean, I do have a silly story about oysters. There were some girls in college that were from Alaska, and they had harvested oysters down around the bay. Because I went to Bellingham, Western Washington University, and anyway, they got the bright idea of cooking the oysters in the oven.
That probably smelled great.
And so this was like a house of like 7 different college students that lived in it, and then the main kitchen. I mean, there's only one kitchen, but that oven, every time you crank that thing on, it would just bring back the memories of the oyster shucking.
Oh man, for probably months.
Oh, months. I mean, I don't know. Well, and that's why I'm like going, really? You just put them on the rack and you bake them? I'm like, is that really? It's like they didn't put them on anything, so they weren't catching. It was just it was bad.
Oh man, yeah. I've always heard, don't you like put them on a bed of salt or something before you do that?
That'd probably be a good idea. Something. I mean, or barbecue them, do it outside.
Yeah,
so it's not. Yeah.
I'm not an. It's weird. I love seafood. I love clams of most kinds, but just oysters or something about them. Oysters and mussels. I can't do
It's
either
the
one.
texture, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, they have a little softer texture, I guess, than I like that chewy clam.
It's like,
I
I like raw eggs. It's like, no, not really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, here's a funny one. Peculiar People Day.
That's every day in this place. We're all a little peculiar around here.
And then if you're an Eagles fan, save the Eagles Day.
There you go. Is that the NFL Eagles or the band?
Or the band.
Or the bird?
Probably, yeah, our national bird.
Probably all of the above. No, probably not. And I don't know. I haven't really been following football, NFL at all this year, other than to watch the Seahawks have a up and down season. I haven't heard if the Eagles are in the playoffs or not. So,
Yeah, I haven't really been following much sports ball. People are always like, "Oh, the game's on today." I'm like, "Yeah, the game's on today."
all right, you have fun with that.
Yeah, I'm just like, ugh.
This has been a season I generally follow the at least the Seahawks, and kind of keep up on what's going on. I haven't even I have no idea what's happening this season. It's just and even this season I haven't even been watching the Seahawks games. I've just been kind of either catching the score the next day, or I see people I've got a Facebook message, group chat that people talk about the games every week, and I'm like, oh man, has the game already started? And they're like, dude, that game was yesterday. I'm like, oh, okay. So, yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead. We're going to take a break. We're going to thank our sponsors and listen to a little news and get up, stretch our legs, refill our coffee. You're listening to KCHW 102.7. We will be right back with us and Nathan Chartrey.
Yep.
It's 8:21.
Your KCHW morning show is made possible by donations from
Colville Toyota. Colville Toyota, located at 160 West 3rd Avenue in Colville, offers new and used vehicle sales and service. Vehicle sales is open 8:30 a.m. till 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday, with a Toyota Express Maintenance Center open 7:30 a.m. till 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. More information on Colville Toyota's vehicle inventory and services is available at colvilletoyota.com. A small-town dealership with a big heart.
and by Chihuahua Flooring.
Chihuahua Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products, including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chihuahua Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Dell Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at chihuahuaflooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at chihuahuaflooring@gmail.com.
This is KCHW 102.7.
The Public News Service Daily Newscast, January the 10th, 2025. I'm Mike Clifford. New York's highest court Thursday rejected President-elect Donald Trump's bid to postpone his sentencing in the hush money case. That leaves the U.S. Supreme Court as his last chance to delay today's sentencing hearing. That from CNN. They report the U.S. Supreme Court can act at any time on Trump's attempt to intervene and stop the sentencing, which was filed Wednesday after the New York Court of Appeals also denied the Trump request to stay the sentencing. And advocates for working families in New York say they want less talk and more action to improve childcare in the state.
Governor Kathy Hochul has proposed a childcare construction fund and a task force to address the issue, which they say will make a dent in the childcare shortage but doesn't do enough. Estimates show New Yorkers spend a grand total of $14 billion a year on childcare, or about $22,000 per year per child, and high childcare costs are cited as a major reason young families leave the state. Rebecca Balin with New Yorkers United for Childcare says universal childcare is possible if the state will fund plans to implement it.
That childcare would be free, easy to apply, nearby, and accessible to all families. There's no reason with a budget of $237 billion, she cannot start to implement universal public child care now.
Balin says a lack of political will has been the biggest hurdle for universal public child care, since 74% of New Yorkers say they want it. Feedback from some state lawmakers is positive, although enacting a universal plan could cost $12 billion a year, 6% of the state's current budget. I'm Edwin J. Vieira.
Next, organizations supporting farm workers are ramping up efforts to protect immigrant laborers in light of looming mass deportation threats.
About 40% of farm workers are not authorized to legally work in the U.S., according to the Department of Agriculture. But Elizabeth Wally with the Food Chain Workers Alliance says immigrants play critical roles in keeping North Carolina's grocery shelves stocked and local economies afloat. She explains the possibility of large-scale immigration crackdowns has fueled anxiety among these workers, many of whom already endure harsh working conditions.
Something that is a consistent problem for farm workers is obviously people using their status as a way to control them, right? Whether you are undocumented or if you are like an H-2A visa temporary worker, that's like really an ongoing theme that's obviously going to be ramped up.
About 100,000 farm workers call North Carolina home. Wally says these workers are essential not only to the food system, but the broader economy. The Institute on Taxation and Economic Policy found in 2022, undocumented workers paid almost $700 million in North Carolina state and local taxes. Beyond immigration threats, Wally cites growing concerns about potential rollbacks to labor protections. For Public News Service, I'm Shantia Hudson. Find our trust indicators at publicnewsservice.org.
This is Public News Service. Monday is the start of the Arizona legislative session. Groups like AARP Arizona are gearing up and say they're ready to work to ensure that older Arizonans have the quality of life they deserve.
AARP's Brendan Blake says one of their priorities is a bill sponsored by Republican Representative Quan Nguyen of Prescott Valley, which would allow family members to install a camera in their loved one's room at a long-term care facility. Blake says they're eager to get to work with lawmakers regardless of political party.
It's meeting new faces. It's getting to have a relationship with members on both sides of the aisle in both chambers, so that way that they know what we're all about. I would say that that's our biggest hurdle, is just getting to an introduction.
Blake says AARP Arizona also sits on the Vulnerable Adult Systems Study Committee, which will be meeting throughout the year to prepare legislation for 2026 to protect vulnerable adults. He suggests all Arizonans learn about the legislative process and get involved. I'm Alex Gonzalez reporting.
Meantime, coal, oil, and gas are being used less as homeowners and businesses embrace solar energy for their heating and power. We get more in this Energy News Network, Illinois News Connection collaboration.
One nonprofit advocacy group works to make solar more accessible and affordable. Vote Solar's managing director of campaigns, John Delury, has concerns any future progress may hit a roadblock when a new president takes office soon.
President Trump has vowed to change the landscape of clean energy. He has vowed to make the uneconomic and unwise choice to promote fossil fuels over renewable energy resources like solar. And what happens in D.C. matters. It doesn't make or break the prospects of clean energy, but it matters.
Delury predicts if Trump overturns the Inflation Reduction Act with the help of a Republican Congress, the country will see a dramatic loss in the ability of the U.S. to lead the whole world in the clean energy transition. I'm Terry D. reporting.
And finally, with a thud, the tranquil sounds of nature are shattered as a bird crashes into a glass window. It's an all too common deadly occurrence.
The reflective surfaces of buildings trick birds into thinking they're flying toward the open sky or trees, only to meet a fatal impact. These collisions are responsible for millions of bird deaths every year. And at Florida Gulf Coast University, students and faculty are taking creative steps to tackle this silent crisis. Ornithology professor Oscar Johnson says bird window collisions are a major threat to wild bird populations.
Some studies estimate as many as 1 billion birds die every single year just in the United States due to collisions with windows. It's a major problem.
I'm Tremel Gomes.
This is Mike Clifford for Public News Service, member and listener supported. Here's on Interesting Radio Stations, your favorite podcast platform. Find our content and trust indicators at publicnewsservice.org.
Good morning. Welcome back to the KCHW Morning Show. almost missed our cue there. We are back from the break. We're joined by Nathan Chartrey here in the studio. Nathan, just really quick, that microphone, you have to talk into the side of it.
Oh,
okay.
There
you go. If you're talking to the front of it, nobody can hear you. Kind of like they couldn't hear me for the first 5 minutes of the show today.
It's a silence the whole entire time.
I accidentally had my microphone off.
Yeah, he didn't turn up the main fader. It's like pulling a Monday on a Friday.
Right? It feels like a Monday. This is the Mondayest Friday ever.
Now, on the stream, I don't have video yet.
Oh, you know what? It's because I haven't switched back over.
I'm just helping.
Thank you.
I'm just doing
Thank you so much.
It's nice to have a little bit of checks and balances.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
go ahead and turn that.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get everybody on there really quick. And good morning, Nathan. Welcome to the show.
Hello. Thank you.
So,
Try me out.
So you are from Chewelah.
Yeah.
And were you born and raised here, or?
No, so I was born in Spokane. I'm from Spokane, and then when I turned 16 is when I moved out here and then graduated high school out here and stuff like that. So
Okay.
my aunt and uncle and everything.
Cool. Can we get you to come get a little closer to that microphone? Like I said, you gotta.
Yep, got it.
I always tell people if you can don't do it, please. But if you can stick your tongue out and touch the microphone, that's a good distance. Yeah. Just pretend. But we do have Lysol if the urge
It's all
gets
good.
you. So you're and I'm sorry, I was focusing on your microphone. So you're living in Chewelah now?
No, I live in
okay.
Spokane.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right. Sorry. You just told me that.
Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah. No, once I turned 18, graduated, got out, went out back to the big city.
Yeah. I got out.
Yeah, right.
So tell us about what you got going on. I mean, you're out there putting out some music. Doing performances here.
Yeah, I've been performing. So I've been like producing and working with other artists and like recording and stuff like that, and then working on my own music as well. And then just performing all over Spokane. Recently, I just I opened up for Tom Segura, Shane Gillis, and Kevin Hart over at the Spokane Stadium in August for their comedy festival. That was
awesome.
Crazy. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was big highlight of probably my life.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Did you get to hang out backstage with any of the comedians?
Shane I did. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It was cool. So when I was playing my set, he watched. I looked over when I was performing, and he was watching my whole set and stuff like that. And then when I got done, he was just like, "Dude, that was dope. Like, come meet me in the green room and hang out." And so we went and hung out in the green room, and then we were talking. And then he was just like, "What are you doing tonight?" And I was just like, "Nothing." He's just like, "We're going to Zola's." So went to Zola's and partied with Shane Gillis at Zola's, and
that's awesome.
Yeah, was hungover for Kevin Hart the next day. Yeah, so it was great.
That is cool. So do you have anything coming up that you want to talk about?
So I got 2 shows. So tomorrow night, me and my buddy Joshua Belliardo, we're playing at the Checkerboard, just an acoustic set at 8 p.m. And then February 1st, I'll be opening up at the Chameleon with Everyone Loves a Villain for their birthday party. Their local band, they're really dope.
Oh, yeah.
With Paloma, I think it's London Get Down. There's a lot of bands on the bill.
So London Get Down, my brother's the drummer of that band.
Okay, is that
Silas?
Silas, okay, yeah. So I remember,
cool.
You know Shane Clyett?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I remember a long time ago, I remember him and I went to his house, I believe, yeah, because I think, they knew each other and stuff like that. I just remember like hanging out there and jamming and stuff. And
yeah, so Shane and Shane and I have a nephew, Dakota, and so
Okay,
Dakota is Silas's
Son,
oldest.
right?
Yeah,
Okay, that's
yeah,
what I thought.
so,
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
That's
So that's how there's the connection there.
Right.
I'm just giving you the.
That's sweet. Yeah,
Yeah.
small world, right?
That is, and Dakota does the basketball.
Yeah, he
tournament,
does the
which-
quartzite 3-on-3 tournament in the summer, and I think he's coaching in Valley for the middle school basketball now. I just saw him yesterday. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Very cool.
Mhm.
Like as an official job or like
Yeah, I mean, it's I don't think it's like full time, but I mean it's a part time thing.
the middle school coaches around here. They don't make the big 6-digit salaries. No.
Yeah. He
No.
said that the team was like they were all amped and they were all putting in a lot of good energy. And he actually invited me down today to play basketball with him. I'm like, Dakota, I'd love to, but playing full court basketball and then doing a radio show and then going playing a show before even it gets to noon, it's like I just can't do it. It's just not going to happen.
That's you morning people.
Yeah.
I tell you.
Like, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
But yeah, I know his basketball tournaments are really growing. So.
Yeah, for sure.
So
but yeah, that Chameleon, that used to be the Sunset Junction. I've been to shows there, or it was the Sunset after the Sunset Junction.
And
But
that turned into Lucky You, and then
Lucky You,
yeah.
and now it's the Chameleon. So I'm glad to see that open again because I went and saw Brothers Comatose there, and they
nice.
had changed the whole inside when it was the Lucky You and made like the bar separate from where the performance was. So
yeah,
it's like
now
that-
it's big and open and like
Yeah.
it's super sweet. That's probably one of my new favorite spots for like the watch shows and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. What do you think the capacity is there? Like 150 maybe? Because it's not very big inside the performing area.
It's probably gotta be, I would think, the same as the Dipper. Maybe, well, it's gotta be a little bit more if you count the basement and stuff too.
Yeah, because they have a
Right.
basement there
Yeah.
too, where they could do like late night raves and stuff if
Yeah.
you wanted to.
I mean, I've been there when it's just been like packed, so like,
Yeah.
it's filled out and stuff. But I'm not too sure.
And I think is Monumental one of the promoters on that show.
I believe so. Yeah, Ryan
Levy.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's the one that's promoting it. So
yeah.
Yeah, I'm terrible when it comes to looking at that stuff.
Well, see, with me, I did a lot of band gigs and stuff in Spokane when I was younger, but then just seeing where everybody's kind of went, because like a lot of the promoters were in bands back when I was in college, so it's funny to see like Bill Powers. It's like, oh yeah, I mean I booked with him when he was at the Boulevard, but now he's doing like I'm trying to think. Brick West. We actually played a show over the summer.
Oh,
with
okay,
him.
yeah.
But and then I don't know. My brother's been really kind of embedded in the scene in Spokane, so it's like if I ever need a contact or something, I can use him.
That's funny. Yeah, that's crazy. He's your brother.
Families are the best contacts.
Sometimes.
Well, especially if your last name is McQuain.
Well, I'm
true.
I'm excited because he's been wanting to play in my band, which is different. Usually I was always wanting to play in his bands, but I never could because he's like so good. But now he's wanting to play in my band, so I'm feeling kind of
because you're awesome, Craig.
Ah, well.
Everybody wants to. Is he your older brother or younger brother?
Yeah, older.
Okay.
Yeah.
So older bro wants to play in the younger.
Mhm.
That's pretty awesome.
Well, and we mentioned.
Did Mom say it's okay?
Yeah, yeah. She's in the band too, though. That's what's even better. Yeah, we got like a dual family band going on. Some of my friends and my parents and my brother. But I was gonna ask you. I know you do like open mics in Spokane, and we had brought up Jada because Jada's actually from the area too.
From here?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Yeah, her mom lives here.
Oh,
And
okay.
her brother runs the Hunter's Bar and Grill, which we played New Year's at.
Oh.
So it's just interesting, like how it all interconnects.
That's funny. Yeah, I didn't know
I
Jada was
met
from-
Jada, and I was playing a gig at like a car, or it was like a car detailing place, or where they did like nice paint jobs and stuff, like a hot rod place.
Right.
And then we were all like, hey, we should go to this place. This was out in Coeur d'Alene. I can't remember. It was like the Swamp, or I can't remember what it was called. But we went there, and Jada was there, and she was on main stage. This is when she was just like, she was barely 21 back then. But yeah, I just remember her from way back then. And now she's doing all kinds of great
That's funny.
stuff.
Yeah,
so-
no, Jada's awesome. She's like super dope. Like when I saw her, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
She's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like I was saying earlier, she's all over the place, man. You start searching for her, and there's tons of great people raving about her. And
Especially if, like, there's not a whole lot of female like rap artists in Spokane. There's a couple. There's some really really good ones out there. And she's definitely one of them.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So,
Mhm.
and she's super nice, which is nice.
Yeah, she is.
Rappers suck.
So far, luckily, the ones in the area that I've met personally have
Yeah.
been pretty decent. But
Well, and I noticed like I was able to hear your couple songs that you did at the Performing Arts Center, and what struck me is that you jump around. You're not just like hip hop. You're not just acoustic singer songwriter like coffee house type stuff. You kind of blend that really well together. Yeah. And I mean the way that you play guitar is unorthodox, like to me, because like I self-taught. I mean you probably self-taught too in a sense, but it's like he does a lot more rhythmic stuff, and he uses harmonics, and just it's interesting. It's almost like it's almost like it's a drum as well as a. I mean, there's a few other artists that I've seen do that, but I mean, of course, you have your own take on it. So
no, it's fun. My best friend Lane, the first time he saw me do it, it was just funny because he's just like, "Why are you doing that to the guitar?" He's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm sorry."
I know one of my all-time favorites, Keller Williams. I don't know if you're a Keller Williams fan, but he
sounds.
I started following him because Chuck told me about him, but yeah, he's great.
Yeah, he kind of looks like what's the guy, the crocodile hunter guy? Kind of looks a little like him, but
Steve
like
Irwin?
like if Steve Irwin was a guitar playing barefoot hippie. Yeah,
My God.
Right? with way too much energy. That's Keller Williams. But yeah, he kind of does that where he loops and does multiple instruments and kind of jumps around the stage, and but yeah, he does the a lot of the and the pop
slap style and stuff.
Yeah,
that'd be fun. Now I've tried to do with loops and stuff. Looping is really hard. Actually, my one of my really good friends, Kyle Richards, he does looping like really, really well. And I was just like, I tried it with him. I was like, I can do this, and I was like, no, like you're crazy, dude. Like this is
Well, and I think what's important with looping is like to have it mapped out ahead of time. So it's like, whether you look at it from a rhythm standpoint or a melodic standpoint, it's like you have to have that structure already set.
Yeah, have it going in your head.
Yeah, to be able to do it like ad lib or that's where it's really tricky. I think if you have it all like sketched out and you're competent and good at your craft, you can do it. But then, where it's like when you want to like freestyle, that's when it gets really tough.
Right.
I would imagine that you almost have to practice enough to where it's muscle memory before you connect, because you're doing like 4 things at once.
Well, and it's in a use multiple, like you got to have your feet in time. It's like, so you got to be able to like step and click those buttons like precisely when you need to. It's like if you're 1 millisecond early or late, it messes up the whole thing. I mean,
oh yeah,
and the show's over, and everybody wasted their money.
Right.
Well, then you got to hit the panic button.
It just plays an already pre-recorded song. And just sitting there.
I personally think one of the best sort of loopers out there right now is Tosh Sultana. You ever heard of her? She started as a street performer from Australia. She's phenomenal.
She's amazing.
Yeah, she's great.
We've got a couple of her songs out that I put in our playlist, and every time they come on, I'm like, I hope Shawila's ready for this. But it sounds great. I love her.
Yeah, no, she's super dope. I just discovered, or like my buddy showed me her. It was like 2 years ago. I think.
Yeah,
we're just hanging out and we're just sitting there, and he has a big screen TV, so we're just watching the videos of her. We went like a whole hour just watching all of her stuff. She's nuts.
Yeah, she is nuts.
And the first time I saw her, it was just someone. It was one of those. Oh my gosh, look at this crazy street performer outside the Opera House in Sydney. And she had all this stuff in like a shopping cart she was pushing around, and and then. Like a year later, she was everywhere. So
yeah, she's like touring all over the place. So it's nuts.
Yeah, and I remember her being real excited about the traction she was gaining. Like she was like, I've been doing this for a long time, and finally people are really starting to take notice. And then boom, blew up. It was just like, wow, that's so cool.
She has a lot of emotion in it. Not just her singing, but her playing as well.
Yeah, no, it's just like all of her sounds like super unique sounding too and stuff, which is cool.
She's really great at taking advantage of the negative space.
Right.
She uses her silences really well. I think that's an important thing for a lot of music. That some people like Pink Floyd, masters of the silence. Yeah.
It's a whole 12-minute song of nothing.
Right? It's gorgeous. I love it. I can't get enough. One guitar note that lasts for 12 minutes.
There's a bunch of weird noises in the back. Grammy nominated.
All right. So if we've talked a lot about your music, what exactly? How would you describe your sound? Is it? Eclectic is a good word.
Yeah, bored, sitting in my room for hours. Yeah. I don't know. Usually when people ask me for like the acoustic stuff, anyways, I call it like acoustic hip hop or whatever. So and then kind of because with the elements of like rapping and all that stuff with the beat and everything, this is like the best way to describe it. Then it's also I do singer songwriter stuff, but yeah, I mean that's that's the best way I can describe it. I don't know, like
and you did bring a guitar in.
I did.
Now I don't know if you're ready for something or if you wanna do a little impromptu performance or
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to?
Let me take
let's,
that tune it really
let's see. I don't think we have an extra microphone set up, but if you kind of get
like,
just kind of put the microphone in between you, or that other mic is hot. If we want to, I don't know if it'll stretch all the way over there. Let's do some quick impromptu audio setup live on the air.
This one will get your guitar. Put this one more close to your vocals. And it'll
there we
pick
go.
up your guitar too. Okay. Yeah, just do that. And this one we'll just kind of. This one picks up kind of.
We'll figure it out. This is the kind of stuff I should be prepared for, but not after the holidays.
My manager over there on the couch didn't tell me anything about this.
I wasn't planning on it.
Wasn't in the tech writer.
Yeah.
See, this is what
Where's
you
my
get.
Skittles?
This is what you get for walking into a radio station studio with a guitar in your hand.
Oh, you play?
Oh, you came ready, huh? Yeah. So, while you're getting tuned up there, or after you're done there, tell us a little bit about what you're going to play.
So I'm going to play.
Get that microphone a little closer to you. There you go. Sorry about that.
I'm going to play my song called Just Friends. It's one I wrote about, like, with the friend you had that didn't go into a relationship kind of thing and stuff, and heartbreak, all that fun stuff. And yeah, so this is one of my favorites, and a lot of other people's like around town and stuff like that. So yeah.
Very looking forward to it.
Cool. And I will edit myself, so we're good.
Yeah. Please, we are on live radio.
Yeah, you're good.
I have my mute button, but I don't like to use it.
Yeah, no, you're totally fine. It's my other skill besides playing guitar. I think about how things could have been if you and I just stayed friends. Did you even feel what I was feeling when you went inside with the twisted mind? So why'd you gotta go and mess with mine? We should've just stayed friends. We should've just stayed friends. We should've just stayed friends. You're not the person that I met. You kicked me aside and then you left me for dead. And so many times I try to reconnect, but you pretend like you don't know who I am. Should've stayed friends. We should've just stayed friends. We should've just stayed friends. We should've just stayed friends. Yeah, what is she thinking? Wait, what was I thinking? A misconception of the relationships got me all anxious. Got me tripping over the stupid. Yeah, I hate it. That's not what I'm about. This isn't like you, Nathan. But you took my heart and started plucking on my strings. Got me seeing something there that I couldn't see. But it wasn't real. Nah, it wasn't real. These kind of things are not. They'll get you kid. How'd I get so lucky? Wait, now I think about it. Now we just... A pair of legs got me chasing after honey. She's the one that got away. Now I'm not the feeling like a dummy. 7 years down the drain, hit me like a train, but I can't complain. Why, Nate? Cause it was great, but now I hesitate. Playing in the game, just to win or lose, yeah, I tend to lose everything. I'm wishing things would go back to what they used to be before this, cause I'm texting her awkwardly. What's up? How you been? 4 days later, one response back, Nate, I'm working, damn. I didn't think I'd be like this, and if I would've known I'd never given you that kiss. Great things gotta come to an end. Just believe me, gonna say this. Yeah, we should've just stayed friends. 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 I wish we'd have stayed friends. I wish we'd have stayed friends. I wish we'd have stayed friends. I wish we were staying friends. I wish we were still friends.
Wow.
Thank you. Sorry, my voice is...
It's hard in the morning, man.
Yeah.
It's like you're a whole step lower than...
cigarettes and coffee and all the other bad things.
That was a great start to our Friday. Wow.
Thanks, man.
Wow. Thank you, man. That was amazing. So where did the inspiration for that song come? Did you, is that... obviously, yeah, I have some ideas.
We're still friends.
Unless you don't want to talk about it.
No, it's cool.
Enough said.
What's funny actually about that is during when that was happening with me and the girl, my best friend John, he's a really good songwriter too, but I hadn't written anything in a while prior to that one, and he was just like, we're gonna do a songwriting competition, and basically you have to have a song done by the end of the week, or you have to buy the other person a beer, something like that.
Nice pressure, yeah.
And he's quick, and he writes really good stuff too. And within the third day, he was already had a full song done, and I was like, crap, and stuff like that. And then literally last minute, I think it was Thursday, I ended up just pumping that out really quick and stuff. And I wasn't. It's funny as I wrote it, and I was just how I was feeling and everything like that. But then I was just oh, this is actually a really good song. I really like this song. Yeah, and so yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites to do.
That's amazing. So are you writing more music now? You said you were kind of taking a break there for a while.
Yeah,
back on it?
I've been after that one, I've released a bunch more tracks and stuff. I'm getting more into the producing side of things, and so that one I have three of my acoustic songs on Spotify, and then the rest of them are the tracks I've produced and whatnot and everything. And then right now I've been working on new music, got a lot of cool ideas, unfinished ideas, but getting there.
Are you getting any radio play from your songs?
Yeah. So in the Spokane local radio, I was on there right before I did the stadium gig in August with Matt. Do you know Matt Loy?
I don't, but I've been on KYRS before.
Yeah, KYRS.
It's been years ago, but
yeah. So he does a local thing or whatever, and so I sent him my songs, and so now he's got them in a spinning rotation, I guess.
That's great.
And then so that's super cool.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Well, if you would
real lo-fi recordings that they have in there somewhere. It's been a while.
Yeah,
nice. Well, if you would, we'll get in touch after this if you can get us some files.
Yeah,
I would love to get you
absolutely.
in our rotation.
I have a song, my favorite song that I've ever made, and that's doing great right now with on Spotify and stuff. It's called "The Things You Say," but I have a radio cut of that, and you guys should definitely I think you'll really like it. Yeah, so
awesome. I would absolutely love that. I'm trying to get more local music, more regional stuff mixed in there. Some different stuff than traditionally gets played on the air. So I'm trying to. It's a long haul, with a song list of. We actually have a longer song list than most stations. Our playlist is over 3,000 songs.
Oh wow!
So trying to rotate music through that, it takes a lot of songs before it really makes a noticeable difference.
Who's it Is it from here to Colville or?
We broadcast our broadcast area. We're actually on low power right now. We're having some icing issues on our antenna, so we're down to probably about I'd say what's the area when you first pull into Spokane? The
north Hilliard or north side or
no, the first
Windermere?
exit. Yeah, Windermere.
Thank
you. Windermere, yeah. Windermere is a real estate agency.
Yeah.
Windermere. yeah. I think we're probably just sort of halfway between about Deer Park and Windermere right now, but usually we can get pretty much into Spokane. There's some dead area in the lower areas of Spokane, but then you get up, towards the the south end of Hill and South Hill and stuff. We come back in Spokane Valley, and then we go the other direction, just over the Canadian border.
Okay, nice.
So we have a pretty good. We cover all of Stevens County and a little bit into Spokane County and Okanagan County, and
right.
But then you're also streaming off the website,
Yeah.
and you have listeners all over the world.
Yeah. We stream 24/7. We do, like right now, we're live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch.
Oh, okay, cool.
And we actually just did our reporting yesterday, and finally, the United States is our number one listening country.
All right.
For quite a few years, actually. It's been Germany.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we have the most of our listeners are in Germany. We're like David Hasselhoff there.
What's going on in Chihuahua?
I don't mean to brag, but we're big in Germany.
Well, Chihuahua and the Hoff are pretty tight,
right? No,
so there's like a spike. There's like a spike of Germans just moving over here.
Well, we do kind of have it kind of feels. I mean, that's what I've heard from like John Pitcher, because he was his dad, I think, was in the military, but he spent some time.
Your coffee cup isn't a microphone, Craig.
He spent some time in Germany, and he said that's what he loved about this place when he moved. It was like, God, it just reminds me of being in Germany up in the mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And that's not even just because of
I love it over here.
The little tourist town over there.
Right, not just because of the Leavenworth.
Yeah, right. I couldn't think of the name.
Oh, I'm not supposed to say that. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I know. I like Leavenworth. It's fun.
Yeah.
But no. So we're all over the place, and we've. I don't know if you noticed, we have a little theater in here coming in.
Yeah.
I know you. No, you said you had played here before. Did you play a show here, or were you on the show
I
with
played.
Scott?
I was with Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was. I can't remember when it was. It was a long time ago.
Definitely pre-COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember. Yeah, it was. It had to have been like 2016, maybe. I'm guessing, or something like that. Like right when I moved back from LA and stuff.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, no, it was fun. Same thing, just play a couple songs and everything like that. So
you haven't had the chance to perform on the KCHW stage yet?
No.
Oh well, there are chances for that.
Oh,
if,
dope.
if you're willing. So
yeah, no, absolutely.
So, yeah.
I was wondering when you said theater. I thought you were talking about the other place that we played at the other night. I was
try
like,
not to be confusing.
No,
but
you're
I do it
good.
no matter what.
The KCHW Northern Lights
I just
Theater.
expect everybody to know that there's a theater here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Nobody knows there's a theater here.
Yeah. So we've done three if you count the play you did, the radio play.
Yeah.
That I've been involved.
Yeah, that you've
with
been involved in
a
yeah.
little bit anyway. Yeah. So I've been kind of helping with the sound.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, trying to get the sound on the broadcast as good as we can. I mean, video's the next thing, but we're kind of working at one thing at a time.
Yeah.
So
and the grant application went in last night for better cameras and
sweet.
Some upgraded equipment. We've been running for a lot of years on donated stuff, and it's time to make the big steps and buy baby a new pair of shoes.
Nice.
But I mean, as far as the calendar goes, like just off the top of my head, we're working on one for spring, and I think we've got the talent that we want for that one, at least in our head.
I confirmed yesterday with Nate Ostrander for March 8th.
Okay, so March 8th we're going to be doing a live broadcast here, and then we haven't decided on a summer date because we'll probably do about 4 years, what it seems like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just to keep it, and
Cool.
we got to space them around the other events that Chuck's involved, because Chuck's a pretty busy guy, and I don't want to put too many things all on the same month or something. Just like good space so that way we can really promote them.
Yeah.
And get them. It's nice too. Like the last one we did. I mean, there was a full. I mean, it wasn't. I mean, we didn't sell every ticket, but it was about
pretty
about
close
80
to
90% full.
Yeah.
So it was really
Yeah.
good.
Nice.
We had people
Here?
Yeah.
Nice. All
Yeah.
right, cool.
And it's like what 55 seats or 50 seats.
Yeah, 45, and we can add up to an additional about 10 seats if we need
Nice.
to.
Yeah.
So, but thanks to you made the sound sounded great for that show. It was like you guys were like butter. The volume was just right. All the mix was good. It was that's one thing people commented a lot after that last show is, man, that sounded amazing. Sometimes you get in these little spaces and it kind of blows you back in your seat. But
Well, we got a good team. Like we always do our own sound. I mean,
Yeah.
pretty much because we do a lot of smaller shows. We're not playing like on the knit where they have full
Yeah.
sound crew and stuff. So
Right.
it's like we really
Dial in your own sound.
Will Lee and I we just Will's like the main engineer, but then we have Bob too. And when we do a bigger event, we got a sound guy that we bring in. But
Oh, dope.
yeah, but it's hard when you're on stage to do sound because
yeah, back
you're
and forth.
you're more paying attention to the songs and the lyrics and all
right.
that stuff. You're not thinking about, well, I need to tweak this and tweak that. And man,
That's what the looper comes in, just do that and just start EQing really quick mid song.
Yeah.
What's the name of the band?
So the one that played here was Two Stones, One Bird.
Okay.
I've got like 4 different
Okay.
names, and it's similar members. They kind of
Gotcha.
Scary World's kind of the different because we're a trio, and John Pitcher, who's been a performer around the area as a solo performer, he and I have been working together and writing songs.
Oh, okay.
So
Dope.
you'll get to hear us today.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Well, then last year too, we had Isaac Tenasket played last fall here.
Isaac's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That guy
is ridiculous.
We had we had the statewide creative district convening here in Chewelah last summer, and we brought him in to play for the sort of private group from all the different creative districts coming from around the state, and we had the head of Artswa from Olympia in there during his show, and she was just a big blubbering ball of tears in the back. She had to get up from her table, and she was. I was like, I have to go in, and I said, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "This is the most amazing musician I've ever heard."
Yeah, the first time I met him, I was at the Red Room, and I had to go up. It was for open mic, and I had to go up after him, and that was like the first time after he was like singing. I was like, no, I'm not going up after that. Are you kidding me? I was like, the show is done, dude. Like, his voice is crazy,
and he's
a super nice guy too.
Oh my God, yeah, just the nicest guy.
We did a show at Brothers Bar last New Year's Eve, and we like brought that house down. It was so fun. Like it was such a good night. Yeah.
You and Isaac?
Yeah.
Oh,
it was
wow.
Me, me, Isaac, and and then I think one of his cousins. I can't remember. And then a couple of our buddies. Yeah, were on the bill as well and stuff like that. But yeah, so. Yeah, place was packed, and I did the mixture of my hip hop stuff with my acoustic stuff, and he did his acoustic stuff, and I would go on stage and then jam with him and everything like that. It was fun.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, I love that he can wail and knock the paintings off the wall.
Oh yeah, just
and
blow
then
you
go
up.
and then go right down into just the sweetest, most subtle. It's really great.
Yeah. Power is insane.
Sorry, I'm fangirling out over Isaac over here.
Well, shout out Isaac and Tenasket.
I had the privilege of actually working with his father, and he talks a lot about his dad because his dad, we lost him at a really young age, and Chris was always just a beacon of light. Like when you talk to him, he was just always so just like, and he did he was also an artist. He would write beats and stuff and come up with his own songs. I remember talking to him because I was, I've always been around music. So like we would really just like, he was a kindred spirit, and I talked to him and all that. And then to find out that his son has kind of taken that on. And and I mean, it's really cool.
Yeah, I think that whole like family is like super talented. I think Isaac's, I think they're cousins. So another good friend of mine in Seattle, or not Seattle, Spokane. He's an artist, rapper as well. His name's Bambi.
Okay.
He's so good. He's super dope. But I know his family. So our friends, they rent out a studio downtown, and I know his family, I think, rents out a couple of rooms in there, and they're like artists and stuff like that and everything. But yeah, that family's super talented. So it's cool.
Yeah, that's great.
We'll tell you what, we've got Winterfest all booked up. That's less than a month away. So, but we're going to start booking the talent soon for Summerfest.
Yeah,
which is going to be happening, I believe, in July up here. So yeah, keep that in mind, and we'll be reaching out to you. Maybe we can put. I'm hearing a bunch of names in there that would make a great lineup for Summerfest out in the park.
Well, yeah, absolutely, and there's quite a few more places in Chewelah to play now.
Yeah,
okay. So, like where?
Yeah, where? No, and I'm more than happy to introduce you to some people that might be interested in getting you in as a single.
That'd be fun. That'd be cool.
And that way you can start, letting people know, hey, I'm playing here on Summerfest. You should come down and see me then.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if we work on, like you were talking about collaborating with some other, venues and doing, having some bands come up, maybe, arrange some places to stay and then do like a 2-3 day sort of tour of the area,
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool.
But that's on you. I'm not going to.
Well, I mean, there's just there's so many cool things that happen over the summer, like the Riddlers do their thing, and
the boat thing.
so it's a lot of fun.
Is Chautauqua still going on and stuff?
Well, they kind of it's now like 4 times a year they do community festivals. The Chautauqua thing kind of is. It hasn't
childhood.
been.
Yeah, it's been discussed.
The damage.
It's been discussed a lot. I think one of the biggest issues with Chautauqua was the expense,
right?
To put it on. I mean, that event was nearly $100,000 in just costs for the weekend.
We shouldn't have gotten rid of the McDonald's. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Don't they know?
We can talk about that later.
Yeah, the money's in the arches.
There's a lot of times when it's probably a good thing for me that it's not here anymore. Those fries,
breakfast
man.
burritos, man.
Oh, for me the those little hash brown patties you get for breakfast.
Oh yeah,
I'm a sucker for those.
It's the caramel frappes, man. I get those like almost all the time. Brought to you by McDonald's.
Loving it.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. All right. Well, Nathan, we are unfortunately we're about out of time for the show.
Yep.
But did you drive all the way from Spokane?
I did.
Here? Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, thank you so much
for
making the drive.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
No, I sweetened the deal, and I said, hey, you should come up to 49, play some music up there. There's always a great audience up there.
Yeah,
so,
and
new people to meet. And,
And that kills me. Today was one I actually wanted to go to, but I do have to take the kids to Spokane, so it doesn't kill me too much. It's good to spend the day with the kids out there. But
no, not at all. But
yeah. But yeah, thank you so much, Nathan. Is
Yeah.
there any parting words you want to tell? Anything you want to remind everyone to go to? Obviously, check you out tonight.
So you can follow me on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, all the streaming platforms. Just Nathan Chartrey, spelled with CH. And then I got tomorrow night. I'm playing the checkerboard with my buddy Joshua Biliardo. And then February 1st, I do have tickets on me if anybody needs to reach out to me for the Chameleon for Everyone Loves the Villains Happy Birthday Party. So, yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Thank you for making the drive out here this morning.
No, absolutely.
And,
Thank you.
And yeah, we really enjoyed it and blown away.
Thanks,
You're
man.
phenomenal. I really appreciate it. All right. So thank you so much, everyone, for listening. Thank you, Craig, for coming in today.
I made it.
Right. You made it. And tonight, make sure to stay tuned right here tonight from 6 to 8 p.m. for the best classic rock and more with Old Man Mark. Always puts on a great show, gets some really great deep cuts. I kind of like coming and spending Friday evenings with him when I can.
And he plays the harp pretty awesome down on Sundays at the Fired Up Jam that we do.
It's a fun place to be in this station Friday nights when he's going and got the music cranked up and playing some great stuff. And then 8 to 10 p.m. we are trapped in the psychedelic era with the Hermit. Then sticking around with the Hermit from 10 to 11 for Days of Confusion. And make sure to stick around. Listen to us all weekend. We have lots of great stuff coming up. Keep an eye out. We have some new DJs that we're working on getting trained up in the future, so we'll get more stuff going on the weekends coming up soon. And as always, you guys have a great weekend out there. I know we're supposed to get some snow. I don't know what the road conditions are going to be like tonight, but if they're bad, make sure you drive safe. Be kind to each other, and thank you so much for listening to the KCHW Morning Show. This is KCHW 102.7, your Northern Lights Public Radio.
It's 9:07.
Your KCHW Morning Show, made possible by